right, so you are a father. I'd like you to explain this to me. I'm going to read it to you exactly how it says it because I don't understand this. Okay. Page 6 is reporting Hilaria Baldwin and Alec Baldwin just welcomed another baby 5 months after she gave birth to their 5th child, Eduardo.
Impossible.
You got to explain this to me.
Unless did they adopt?
Well, that's the thing. They didn't say if they adopted. They didn't say if it was a surrogate. They didn't say how they. Okay, here's the thing. The way they phrased it. Hilaria Baldwin and Alec Baldwin just welcomed another baby 5 months after she gave birth to their 5th child, Eduardo. Okay. She gave birth to all the other children. Why would I assume that child number 6 was suddenly a surrogate or an adoption? They would say adopted or I don't get it. How do you, unless the baby was a preemie?
Not that preemie though.
Okay. So okay. It's home with them. So if the baby was born after 5 months, it would still be in an incubator, right?
Right.
Okay. So then this has to be either an adoption or a surrogate. And they're just not telling us that.
Or he just knocked up some other girl. I don't know. That's impossible. That you can't count the days on your hand. I mean, that doesn't work because you can't have sex for like 6 weeks after you give birth. Okay. So that's got to go into consideration. So already you're down to what, 3 months?
Right.
And a baby's not coming out at 3 months.
Right. And she was remember she had she was wearing like a tiny little outfit, like a little bikini kind of thing after she gave birth. And she was like, already back to my baby body, like that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And she had that whole thing with Amy Schumer. Amy Schumer like put her head on that face and whatever. Yeah, I didn't understand it. My guess is, these two are so shady. The fact that she's somebody who like is pretending to be Hispanic or Latino when she's not. Do you know what I mean? Like that's so of course they're going to say welcome. They're so dishonest. Just come out and say, yeah, we adopted a baby, or you know what, we had a surrogate. Like, why do you have to say we welcomed our 6th child? Well, what do we think? Like the baby showed up and you didn't welcome it?
What is wrong with Alec Baldwin? Why would you want another kid in that house? You now have, 2 kids under the age of 1?
Right. There's a 2-year-old. Oh, no, actually, there's a 2-year-old, a baby, and then a second baby. Yeah.
So you have pretty much 3 kids in diapers.
That's right.
And he's crying for help. He wants us to save him right now. There's something going on. He's being held against his will.
So except for the thoughtless little pig, Ireland Baldwin, remember he called her that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, she's 25. So put her aside because her mom is Kim Basinger. That's separate.
Mm.
With Hilaria, he's had 6 children.
With the new
oldest,
one. Yeah.
The oldest is 7. He's got a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and 2 babies, like babies.
No, none of this is good. Run. Alec, blink 3 times if you want us to come to the Hamptons and rescue you.
Well, he's from a huge family. This makes sense
Not this
to me,
big. You can't have 2 kids 5 months after each other. It's medically impossible to do that. So that means what the hell is wrong with her? Does she want another baby? She's got a baby.
Well, I guess they wanted 6 kids. My guess is she had a miscarriage. So I'm thinking that she didn't think she was going to get pregnant with Eduardo, and they had already started
the adoption on the next one.
Either the adoption process or the surrogate process. Either way, they're both on Instagram. They're both telling us all about their lives. Just tell us how it's possible you have a baby 5 months later. Just say we adopted, or we did a surrogate, or we stole it. We saw some lady leave her baby in a stroller. Yeah, it's Raising Arizona.
They broke into somebody's house and stole a baby.
Right. I'm just saying, be honest with us. We see a baby. We can do the math. We realize she couldn't have given birth. Don't use the word welcomed.
Okay, now go on Instagram. Is she back to baby weight a day after giving birth?
Yeah.
She's back to being a size 1?
Yeah, but she was a size 1 after she gave birth to Eduardo.
So that was a bought child. So this is a
No, no,
bought
no, no, no.
child.
No, she gave birth to Eduardo. We watched her whole pregnancy. She showed
Okay.
us her. Yeah, we watched her
But
baby
we didn't even
bump.
know she was pregnant now, so she wasn't.
There's no way she could have been pregnant. So this
Okay.
has to be a baby that they either adopted or stole from from somebody that had sextuplets,
And in
like
the
in
middle
Raising
of
Arizona.
all of this stuff is going on with her, she's got to be a nightmare to live with because all this is coming down about her and they're going to have another baby. I don't like none of this. Alec
Well,
needs to be saved.
why does he need to be saved? Maybe she needs to. Maybe
No,
she's the one.
she
Well,
wants all the babies. She wants to hold all the babies. She's got baby fever. Alec, there's no way he wants to be saved.
no, but he would never have allowed if he wasn't into having six children. He would have after like one. He would have said, "Nah, when I'm tying the tubes."
If
But he participates. He's really into the kids. If you follow it on Instagram, why do you have this idea that men don't like their children?
they don't.
Because you don't like your children?
And no, I like my children, but they're not babies. I didn't like babies.
That's the weird thing. Like I feel like by 62, you want to be running around with babies. It sounds like a lot of work.
No.
I mean, I
If
don't
you
want to do it at 42.
If you
But
fly with a helicopter over his place in the Hamptons, he
mhm.
spelled out help on his beach. He wants us to help him, but he doesn't want her to know because she's going to get upset. So he really wants us to save him.
I disagree. I think he's a really good dad. He seems to really love these
He's
kids.
a great dad, but he didn't have a kid 5 months after the other one.
But
That's crazy.
the weird thing is the dishonest. Just say we want to populate the world with Baldwins. We want as many Baldwins as possible. We want Baldwins to have Baldwins. Like we can't wait until all the Baldwins have more Baldwins.
Mm-hmm.